Good day everyone. Today we have the 2024 all-new Ford Explorer. This is going to be a full in-depth review of the interior, exterior, and engine details of the Explorer. So once again, this is PatrickReyesTV. Let's go and start. Now with the key fob around the vehicle, you could start the engine via this remote, and also you could lock and unlock the doors with this door handle right here. And here's the key. Now on the inside, you are greeted with black leather inserts on the door sidings and your brushed aluminum finish right here on the accents on the door speakers or the tweeter speakers, and your grab handle right here. Door speakers is in here, bottle holder, and some pockets in here as well. Now the Ford Explorer has automatic seats. You have your seat position adjustment, your recliner, height adjustment, and lumbar adjustment as well. Now with the key fob inside the vehicle, you could start the ignition with this push start button right here. And to start the engine, just put your foot in the brake and push the button to start. And so, before we go and check out the interior, let's go and check out the exterior first by turning on the headlights. You have auto mode as well, fog lights, and the hazards. Now all windows are fully automatic, up and down. The new Ford Explorer is finally here, and this will be the 6th generation of its kind. The Explorer has been in the market globally for more than 3 decades now and is always considered the baby brother of the bigger Ford Expedition. With a body class of a mid-size SUV, Ford has been marketing a mid-size SUV in the Philippines as well, which is the Everest. But the Ford Explorer is a bit more premium than the Everest. The Explorer, however, is also marketed globally, unlike the Everest, where it was never even distributed in North America. With the new Explorer, they updated the front fascia with a new LED headlight and a massive honeycomb-style grille with a huge Ford logo in the middle. On the rear, the overall look is now more sleek and has very straight lines. It also has the LED taillights to match the modern look. It also has a built-in spoiler on the top, which the third brake light is embedded to. On the side, the Explorer is wrapped around with plastic claddings for extra protection to debris, with a chrome garnish accent on the middle. The Explorer also has a 20-inch alloy wheel, which looks like an 18-inch due to the large wheel wells of the Explorer. This is good for those who wants to modify the wheels and have a little more room to play with on the wheels. Overall, the exterior of the new Explorer remains to be the premium mid-size SUV of Ford. The overall exterior design still resembles the previous model, which is great, but they added little touches here and there to adjust to the modern day design cues. So, let's go and pop the hood. The Ford Explorer in the Philippines comes with a 2.3-liter Ecoboost inline 4-cylinder turbocharged gasoline engine. It produces 304 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 420 Nm of torque at 3,500 RPM. It is mated with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Mixed fuel consumption rating is at 9 kilometers per liter with a fuel tank capacity of 70 liters. The Explorer also has a drivetrain of 4-wheel drive and comes with different types of driving modes for easy use. So let's give her a few revs and check how the engine sounds. So let's go and check out the interior. So first and foremost, you have your 4-spoke steering wheel right here. Very easy to turn. Side extensions right here. And you have leather material wrapped around the steering wheel. And the steering wheel could also be adjusted automatically. You have both telescopic and tilt. Very nice. So on the left hand side, you have controls for the cruise control right here and your driving assist. And in here is your volume buttons and your mute button. And right here is for the infotainment system and for the gauge cluster. So let's go and check out the gauge cluster first. So first and foremost, you have your analog tachometer right here and your speedometer. And you have your gear indicators right here on the bottom, water temperature on the left side, and your fuel gauge on the right side. Now for the display screen, you have your tire pressure monitoring system and your digital speed right here, which is in miles per hour. You could actually change that to kilometers per hour if you want to. So in here, you have your average liters per 100 kilometers. You have your trip 1 and your radio. So the gauge cluster is pretty much basic, I would say. Nothing much going on around here, to be honest. Just the tire pressure monitoring system, your compass right there, your external temperature, your AM or your source of music, your driving assist is there. So it's pretty much that for the gauge cluster. Now in here, on the middle, you have your transmission knob or your gear knob. So you want to put your foot there to change the gears. And right now we are in park. If you want to go to drive, just turn it all the way to the right and you would see the light indicator goes to the drive. And now we're in drive mode, as you can see on the gauge cluster. And to go to reverse, just knob it to the left. And now you have your rear backup camera and your bird's eye view camera right here. The quality of this one is not the best, I would say, but it works. It has the rear backup camera with guidance lines that adjust to the steering wheel, as you can see right there, and your 360 camera. And in here is your low mode. This is for slight off-roading. And go to drive and press low. There you go. And to go to park, just knob it all the way to the left and you're now in park. That's simple. And right here is your electronic parking brake, your auto brake hold, auto start stop function, your different drive modes. So right here you have normal, eco, sport, tow, a bunch of features in here, slippery, okay, trail. And I like how they put the animations right here. Really gives you some good visuals in here. And they're really maximizing the display right here on the gauge cluster. So that's here for the drive mode. So again, this is the auto start stop function, your traction control, and your hill descent control. Right here is your cup holders, 2 cup holders, and a slot right here, probably for your small phone or the key fob. Now, where is the wireless charger? Now, this is the first time I've seen a wireless charger placed in here. There you go. So the iPhone 15 Pro Max, I've tested it. It really fits here well. So you would not have a problem with bigger phones in here. And it's just, you know, sleeping there on the landscape format, and it would charge automatically. And right here, you have a deep center console with DC outlet as well. And in here, you have Type A and Type C for the head unit. And again, another 12 volts DC outlet. Now, for the air conditioning controls right here, you have first on the left side the controls for the seat climate control. So you have cooling seats in here, heated seats as well, and your steering wheel heater, which is quite nice. I don't think you would use the steering wheel heater in this climate in the Philippines, but it's good that it's there. I would prefer though if they have a cooling steering wheel control. That would be much appropriate for our country. So this one is for the driver's side and this one is for the passenger side. So air conditioning controls in here, you have fan speed in here. Physical buttons, temperature right here on the driver's side and temperature for the passenger side. So it's a dual zone climate control. Different modes right here: max defrost, auto button, rear defrost, menu, recircular vents, and max AC. And of course, your rear AC control. And right here on the middle part, you have controls for the head unit. Previous and next, hazard, parking sensors, one touch button for the camera, and your tuning scroll button or knob. So let's try and check out the head unit. So the head unit is very similar to the previous generation of operating system for the head units of Fords. Now this one is very familiar to us. You have your home screen right here that displays the external temperature as well, the temperature of the air conditioning system. Let's try adjusting that one, and it would adjust right there. Your audio, phone, navigation, apps, and settings. Let's try listening to some music, and let's go to FM. So right off the bat, the speaker sounds decent. I would say the Bang & Olufsen speakers right here gives that punch to the door speakers and some vocals and clarity on the tweeter speakers. It's really nice that Ford has collaborated with B&O, and this one is a good speaker manufacturer and is really known worldwide. So yeah, that's for the sound test. But for the head unit, let's go and tackle more features. So again, you have phone connectivity. You could connect your phone via Bluetooth and, contact your contacts wirelessly. Navigation right here. I don't know who would use this for this time because we have Google Maps and Waze, but you never know when you have to use this navigation system if you don't have data or signal. And on the apps, again, you could add devices, settings. So in here, you have a bunch of settings right here: driver assistance, vehicle, Wi-Fi, automatic updates, display, ambient light, and here's the ambient light. And you have ambient lights right here, which you could choose a bunch of colors in here, and you could change the ambient lights inside the Ford Explorer. The vehicle, let's check out the vehicle. So again, you have 30 minutes max idle. So what happens is it automatically turns off the engine after 30 minutes if the vehicle is left attended. So that's pretty much a nice feature. First time I've seen that. Easy entry exit, my key, windows settings right here, wipers, power liftgate, lighting, locks, and mirrors. So you could customize your my key right here. Remote startup. I've told you earlier you could start the engine via this key fob right here, which is nice. And in here, when you start the engine via the remote, you could control the settings in here. So you could also make it turn on the climate control, adjust the seats and the steering wheel, and the duration of how long will it be turned on. It's pretty nice. And for the sounds, you could adjust the treble, the mid-range, and the bass, balance and fade as well. And there you go. So that's for the head unit. Now, as you can see on the dashboard right here, everything feels very premium, I would say. I would just prefer probably a lighter tone on the inside. But again, all black means premiumness, right? For today's modern designs. It's just my personal preference. The Territory has a two-tone accent on the dashboard, and I really like how they designed and how it came up, or how overall look of the interior of the Territory. The Explorer, on the other hand, is more for the adult design cues in here. Just the wood paneling right here, which is nice, and all black interior. Now, all of this materials right here are soft touch materials, and it really gives you that premium feel on the inside. Nothing right here feels cheap, I would say, and that's pretty nice. And in here you have storage, again, probably for your phone, which is nice. And here you have your rear view mirror, sunglass holder, LED lights, and in here you have ambient lights right here, and that illuminates right here on a center console in the night. Very helpful. And you have passenger airbag right here. You could turn off the passenger airbag if you want to. Oops. So in here you have visor and your vanity mirror with LED lights. It's one touch opening of the sunroof, which is pretty nice. There you go. You could open that all the way to the back, and you have a whole panoramic roof on the top. There you go. One touch button for the cover as well. Pretty nice. And in here you have your glove compartment. Here on the left side, again, you have your Bang & Olufsen speaker logo right here. Your door locks right on here as well, and your presets for the seats and the steering wheel. 1, 2, 3, which is nice. And then here you have controls for the side mirror, power windows, And again, you have your blind spot right over here. So this one illuminates in orange if the car detects that a vehicle is on your side that you cannot see on the side mirror. Another safety feature. So let's go and check out the rear seats. So on the back, same design on the door sidings. Tweeter speakers right here, door speakers, grab handle, and a bottle holder in here, which is pretty nice as well. This is a cup holder probably, and a bottle holder right here on the bottom. And you have a sunscreen. Gives that VIP feel on the back. So how does it feel sitting on the back? Let's go and check it out. There you go. Now right here on the back, legroom is pretty good. I would say the seats are, well, this is my seating position, my driving position. And in here, legroom is very relaxed. Headroom is quite good as well. I am 5'8", just so you know. And in here you have air conditioning vents, LED lights, and your coat hook. And right here you have AC controls, your fan speed, and your temperature. You have different modes as well, and your seats can be heated as well. Again, in the Philippines we don't really use heated seats, so it would be much better if this was cooling. And in here you have two Type-C connectors and your 230 volts AC outlet, which is pretty nice to charge your laptops in there. Additional two cup holders. I really like how they put enough cup holders in here. You have one in here as well, as you can see, and another cup holder on the footwell right there. Very nice. And on the center you have an armrest with cup holders, which is quite nice. So again, the interior of the Ford Explorer, well, you could definitely see the difference from the Ford Territory. It's much more refined and much more rugged, I would say, on the door sidings. And again, more space for you. And I would say good AC controls on the back as well, which is quite nice. So yeah, the Ford Explorer pretty much is for those who has drivers or personal drivers with them and will be used, and the owners most likely would sit here on the back, which the seats actually feel really comfortable. And right now it's really hot outside and I feel very relaxed right here on the back. And what adds to that comfortness is the sunscreen right here. So you could, you could just not give dark tints to the windows right here. Just put the sunshade in, put the sunscreen, and you're good to go. So let's go and check out the third row seats. Easy access right here. Now here is the third row seats, which can be controlled right over there. So we might want to check out this. Open it up here, automatic lift gate, and in here you can see the storage space right here with the seats folded down on the third row. But if you want to open it, this is all one touch button. Very nice. And you still have a good amount of space right here for your storage, even when the third row seats are opened up. Now here, let's go and try by entering the third row seats. There you go. So a third row seats is not really ideal for an adult like me. As you can see, the legroom in here is quite cramped. It's really good for kids or toddlers on the rearmost seats, but nonetheless, this is an added feature. So just in case you need more passengers, you can do that with the Ford Explorer. And you have cup holder in here, a pocket in here as well, one on each side right here. And here's the view of the front cabin of the 2024 Ford Explorer. It's pretty nice. So again, on the back, you could just fold this down if you want more space. And you have massive amount of space right here on the back, even though you have 5 seats available in the front. And in here, you have more storage right here on the bottom. Door speakers right here on the back. Probably this is for the subwoofer or the mini subwoofer. DC outlet again. Okay, whew, it's pretty hot outside. But again, I really enjoyed the 2024 Ford Explorer. This is a good family car, to be honest. You have a bunch of features in here, good storage spaces, and a good amount of legroom for the passengers in the back, and a third row seat, an additional third row seat for your kids or your toddlers, and a good amount of cargo space on the rearmost area. So again, this is a good family SUV, I would say, and I highly recommend. So once again, this is PatrickReyesTV. I hope you share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Help me reach 100,000 subscribers this year. And once again, this is PatrickReyesTV signing out.